So 8 months ago, I purchased this Peugeot 508 facelifted W2 for someone. The person, paid me to get search for and get one for him. So of course, started with to advise. He first paid for me to advise him which one to go for, or whether to buy a 508 actually. So I recommended, say, if you are going to buy exactly uh, this particular model you are looking at on the screen. And eventually, when he was ready, he contacted me and paid for the pre-purchase inspection. And I went on search, and he suggested two for me. The first one I went to check, like I said, I was recommended this facelifted model. The first one I checked, I told him, don't bother. It was also facelifted, but don't bother. That one, the body not so in good shape as such, and there are some repairs that needs to be done. And I told him it won't be worth it. Not as if we do all those repairs, you won't still be able to enjoy the car, but just don't bother based on what it will cost to do all those repairs. You can as well use those money, add something a little bit, and get one that you won't require to spend all that, and will still come in a better body condition than the other ones. For me, there's a way body will get so bad, it's pointless. So eventually, the second one he suggested, I checked and I was like, oof, buy immediately if you can afford it. And that's what you're looking at on the screen. So he sent the money, I made the purchase. And that this happened 8 months ago. And as of today, drove the car today, and I would say the car was a joy to drive. So as while I was on the steering wheel was concerned. Since the first day I drove the car, during the test drive till moments I was in the car today behind the steering wheel, it still remained almost the same, no difference. Of course, it didn't mean that we didn't do some repairs after purchase, few wear and tears. But compared to what I know of many people go to in 508, in 508, 508. What I mean 508, I'm talking about this W2, early W2. Know what people go to in that car. 2011 to 20, is it 12 or 13? But the 13 don't give those kind of issues like the 11, 12. But I'll still, if I can, avoid the 13. 13 tends to have better or improved system compared to the early ones. But I'll simply go for 14, upward, 14 to 17 or so. Which is what you are looking at on the screen. I've done videos many times recommending this model of 508. So that's just for me. Nothing really to say here, but just to share, not like a testimony on behalf of the owner. He took my advice and is whipping the flute. I mean, like I said, the car was just joy to drive. So he will be surprised if he hears what other 508 users are going through, specifically with THP engines. He will be like, it can't be the same vehicle that I'm driving. So I'll repeat, if you can go for this facelifted W254, you can go for the R8 though, the one that succeeded this particular one. But try and avoid that early one, trust me. A lot of issues that came with that one was improved on this model. Doesn't mean this model doesn't have issues as well, or some of those issues you could experience in the early one, but quite a lot of improvement done. So that's what I will go for. That's what I will recommend. But of course, doesn't mean once you see anyone to go ahead and buy. No, like I said, it was two that I inspected. Actually, it could be more than two. I'm trying to remember, but I know he suggested two. So out of the two, the second one that I checked was I don't even miss this car, and he's enjoying the car. I mean, like I said, I was like, even when I first, before I took, just bought the car, like, hey, it's been long, it's been months, man. I don't know. Maybe you should just check the car, see if there's anything that needs to be done. That it feels a little bit vibration or higher speed, just diagnose the car. I don't know, plug in a scan to, and basically no fault. Those who drive 508, any model can understand what I'm saying, that you could scan a 508 after months. I'm saying after months, not a day, not 2 days, not 1 week. After months of usage, you put a scan to, no single fault on the engine ECU. Nothing. The way I left it months in the past, or months ago, that's how the ECU still is. No fault, nothing. The owner has never called me, oh, this engine, this and that, but no power, no this, no. Of course, there are normal standard THP or direct injection engine issue like oil consumption. Well, it's there. Not that I consume rapidly like that, but yeah, they all EPC engine. Doesn't matter if you like, go and buy brand new EPC engine. They are oil consumers or oil guzzlers. My point is they consume more than naturally aspirated non-direct injection engines, period. So whether it's the turbo one, turbo EPCs or non-turbo EPCs engine, that's what they do. They consume oil. If you are not ready to be topping up, if you can't afford the oil, you can be topping up more than the normal other engines, don't bother to buy. So that's what I recommend. This model, not the early 508 or the early phase W2508. This one makes more sense, but be very careful before you buy. Don't buy a headache with the hope that, oh, you can fix, and you may not be able to get it fixed, because some issues can be so complicated that if you keep borrowing money, issue remains, keep borrowing money. By the time you may eventually find a fix for it, you now look at what you spent and be like, come on, if you have even added all this money, you'd have gotten something even much better. So I will keep recommending this W2 facilitated model 2014 to 2017. Trust me, they are very good cars. I don't know about the diesel. I expect the diesel will be okay too. But petrol has one good. There are various engine models among them, but the THP 163 is very good. Even the THP 163 has different versions, not just one. There are versions of THP 163 there in this model. So there are some that the accessories are different, while some the accessories are almost the same with the previous THP 163 on the early 508 W2. So, but even with the same accessories, it's still an improvement on the earlier one. They hardly have some of those issues those earlier ones are having, electrically or mechanically wise. So I'm going to end it here. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, watch out for more videos like this. All right.